Welcome back everybody for a little bonus video of the handbook information involved in Far Cry 3. So for what we've not read so far, how about we go over and read that a little bit. It'll just be a nice quick video, and I'll start reading it as it pops up in the actual storyline. So the Rockyard have lived on Rook Island since the island's inception. Like the rocks and sand of the beaches, they are survivors, the keepers of secrets. Very few are allowed into their culture, and even less invited to join the ranks of their warriors. Voss's Pirates. This is the tale of Voss's pirate hordes who came to the island to rape, pillage, and steal. They wanted one thing, they wanted money, and it would be theirs, no matter the cost. Voss holds court, the jester of Rook Island. But is your machete what lies in store? I think we may have read that one. Let's see. AK-47. The workhorse of armies, militias, and terror groups all over the world. The AK-47 is an assault rifle, an institution, a symbol. The gun was designed by the Reds using a contest. The winner received a gentle brainwashing. They can be really relaxing when done correctly. Alrighty. And C4, if you want to blow something up or do breast enlargement surgery, good old composition C4 does the trick. Okay. The M133 is a Russian pump action shotgun as opposed to Natasha, who does Russian pump action down at the docks. The gun was designed for civilian and law enforcement use. These relatively inexpensive shotguns were purchased in bulk by Voss and his men. Mines. These mines have motion sensors instead of relying on tripwires. Sounds like my ex-wife's garage opener. Hey, there's an idea. Alright, we're starting to see a pattern here. M700. The Americans have been using the M700 bolt-action rifle since it first hit the scene in 1962. Since then, it's gone all around the globe, seeing action in Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Let's see, do we have down? Alright, the STG-90. This assault rifle is used by the Swiss Army and exported around the world. Forces in Brazil, India, and even Vatican City use variants of the STG-90, despite the fact that it comes with neither a corkscrew nor a nail clipper. Ha ha ha. Quad bike. Quad bikes were imported for recreation. Pirates like their fun to be extreme, you know, like Persians, Texans, and residents of New Jersey. Is that racist? Seems like it might be. RHIBs are stable, high-performance, lightweight boats. The ones you'll find here are civilian vessels taken from a defunct amusement park and armed with machine guns. They seat 6 passengers, or 7 if you bring the kids. Haha, the memories. Scavengers are off-road vehicles that were originally brought to Rook Island by private security forces working for the mining corporations. They're armed with a light machine gun, you know, to take care of those employees who are eating all the donuts in the break room. Oh, I want a donut. Streas is a compact car built in South Africa using pieces of scrap metal from shanty towns. Like many cars on Rook Island, these were imported during the island's economic boom. The great thing is that when they die, people just take them apart and they have a house. It's the circle of life. I'll spare you the musical cue on that. Ooh, we have, wow, a lot. Buffaloes. Buffalo are used by the Rockyard for everything from labor to milk and meat. They taste good, make excellent pack animals, and are even used as part of a dowry by more traditional Rook Island families, because a buffalo is forever. Disclaimer, a buffalo's lifespan is 15 years. Well, it's not very long. Bull sharks are extremely common around Rook Island and live in both saltwater and freshwater. They also bear a striking resemblance to my ex's mother-in-law, but our two staples are vodka and gin. Hopefully not together. Cassowaries are rare flightless birds that Rook natives once traded as a valuable commodity, and that is probably the silliest sentence I have ever wrote. Well, they're quite interesting looking. Goats have been on Rook Island for as long as people can remember and are used for food, clothing, and more. Islanders consider goat theft a serious offense and shun anyone who commits this crime. Goat loving, however, is condoned as long as you hoof it after. Get it? Hoof it. Come on, can an old man have a little fun with animals? Please don't. On multiple levels, please do not. Alright, pork is not nearly as popular as boar on Rook Island, but pigs are much easier to take down. Just don't tell John McCain. He's been looking for pork for years, and that man's hungry. Ouch. Alright, rabid dogs. The dog population on this big rock is mostly infected with rabies. They've even made a local pack to shoot them on sight. If only I could get the same pack signed for my in-laws. Damn, dude, there's some issues there. Oh, that's a lot of plants. Let's see. Golden Beehive. The Golden Beehive is sought for its unique look. Most locals use them decoratively, but a few of them also see them as a sign of fertility. Throw a couple beehives at your wife and she'll come running to your bed. It's a good thing. Breeze. Breeze wakame is the Rockyard equivalent of spinach, and while it's very healthy, it's not especially flavorful. But you just know those new age smoothie commies will try to sell it to you. My advice, shoot to kill. Screw pine is commonly used by the Rockyard to weave mats and have other handicrafts. It can also be used to add fragrance and flavor to many local dishes. However, the plant itself is inedible. Screw pine seeds are buoyant and can be transported for miles by the ocean currents, kind of like refugees. Alright, the Tiare. This fragrant plant is often worn by young women. It carries a simple scent and is associated with youth, whereas older women achieve the same effect by bathing in the blood of their husband's murdered dreams. Moving on. Torch ginger goes incredibly well with fish. There are a dozen recipes on Rook Island alone that incorporate local fish and torch ginger, but be careful, sometimes it can spontaneously ignite in your mouth, killing you instantly. The taste is worth it though. Alright. It used to be illegal to harvest yellow sage on Rook Island because the plant is poisonous to sheep, horses, and other farm animals, but now the pirates feed it to animals for fun. Oh, what the I'd recommend we bring in the animal rights activists, but they'd all get murdered. And then we'd have to bring in our pet PETA. Is that different? Which would be a whole other headache. Okie dokie. So that's going to be our little up-to-date with what's going on. I will start an episode after this. But from here on out, I'll start reading the handbook information. Have a good one, everyone. Sub love.